What is going on, Trash Talkers? We're back with another episode for you. In today's video, we're going to be talking about renaming the Washington football team and what we believe their new name should be. All that and much more coming your way right now! All right, Nick. It was revealed earlier this week that the Washington football team and their owners have said that they are going to get away from the moniker of the previous name, the Redskins. They're not going to do anything that could be linked to that identity or anything that could be represented as demeaning or just demonstrative toward another group of individuals. So with that being said, with all of this information coming out, which I don't think it needed to be said, but it was said nonetheless, um, it left us thinking, right? What should the new name be for the Washington football team? Because I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely hate the Washington football team as their name, right? I hate saying it because you can't just say the football team. You'd be like, which one? And then you have to say it again, the Washington football team. It's painful. So let's give them an animal. Let's give them something. Let's give them a nickname that we think would be really good. So I'm gonna start off with my first one that I really liked, and that would be the Washington Senators. I believe that the Senators really depict Washington D.C. really well. You talk about what happens in D.C. is very political, and I understand that some people don't want to get into politics with it, but at the end of the day, DC is known for exactly that, being the pillar of political freedom that holds in the United States. And I believe that for a team to come out of Washington D.C., they should be able to depict where they're from. And what better than a senator, somebody that has been, instrumental in lawmaking in this country. There's a lot of history there, and I believe that it would do the franchise justice for all the history that they have provided. I believe that overall, I just like the way it rolls off the tongue. I think it just seems really fitting. Washington Senators.
It's not a bad name, but like you said, who really wants to have any type of politics associated with your name? I mean, do you really want to have the Washington Republicans, the Washington Democrats, the Washington House of Representatives, the Washington presidents? Like, no, these names, like, they're just gimmicky. They're not. You're not going to take these names seriously if you're an NFL player or if you're an opponent. You're like, I have to go face the Joe Biden's this week. Like, I just don't, that no one really wants to be saying that. I'd honestly rather be stuck saying, oh, I'm facing the football team this week from Washington.
Right, and I said the Senators, not the Joe Bidens.
I get that, right? But I'm just saying, like, politics is politics. It has its place. Leave it out of sports altogether. I don't care if it's a name. I don't care if it's anything. Just get it out.
All right. What do you have to offer then, sir?
Well, I'm glad you brought it to me because ever since I heard this name, I have been all for it. The Washington Red Wolves. I think that name just rolls right off the tongue. I think it fits perfectly. It has an animal, which I think most teams have some sort of a semblance with. I believe that the Red Wolves is a perfect depiction of the Washington football team. They're a bunch of guys who play on a real grass field in some nasty weather, and they're not afraid to get down and dirty. They are one of the fiercest defenses in the NFL, and to me, Red Wolves, that's a terrifying name. That's a name that puts fear in your opponent. That's something that you could really market. I think the logos for it would be really cool, and the coloring for it, the color schemes would be off the charts. I believe that they could have a field day and make a ton of money marketing the Red Wolves as the new name for the Washington football team. To me, that is the name I am sticking by, the name that I want, the only name that I'm willing to accept.
Uh, yes, of course, because you're the only one who makes the damn decisions in Washington.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
I actually liked, when I was taking a look at what other people had to say, one came across that I really liked, and is one that I think could definitely be utilized. The Washington Renegades, and I believe that the Renegades are something that should be admired. I mean, you're talking about renegades, people that are outlaws, people that are, just they are no good. You do not want to see them type of people, and I mean, when you take a look at the word renegade, it instills fear in your opponent. I mean, that's exactly where the derivation of the word comes from. So at the end of the day, I believe that renegade is going to be one of those team names that would really heighten the level of intrigue into this team. And I believe that at the end of the day, this team would benefit from being called the Washington Renegades.
They might. Again, I'm just not going to accept it. Red Wolves or nothing. That's it. Red Wolves.
So ordered.
Speak it into existence, as my friend LeVar would say.
Yeah, thank you, LeVar Ball. I appreciate that. Either way, I'm interested to hear what you guys think. We came up with a couple of ideas, but I really want to hear what you guys think. What do you think the Washington football team should rebrand themselves to be? We will hear it in 2022, so not too far from now. But we will see their rebranding coming soon, and I'm excited to see what happens. All right, well, that's going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. We go live every single day. That'll be all. Peace and love.